Trading futures in the night, so cold rocket dreams, resilience in the fold. Hedge pressurizing, the charts are bold. Daily bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rockets through the AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hold never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing, voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Charts, midnight glory, heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red flashing, voices loud, future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with their AI, up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies, on the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts, midnight glory. Sanctuary in all its blending, mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
What's up, y'all? Good morning. Ooh, morning. Good morning. All right. Amazing time to be alive. Market's running. Are we getting our big, awesome market reversal? Did Trump bottom the market out? Question is, on a news-driven basis, dust everywhere. On a news-driven basis, this is the bottom. No argument about that. The thing that brought the market down is being undone as we speak. Now we're back to being at like a, trade war with China, which is where we were, 6-7 years ago when Trump did this last time. Right? And when we did this last time, trade war with China didn't necessarily crash the global economy. As a matter of fact, Trump secured trade deals where everybody's going to be trading with the United States. That could be good for us and bad for China. I think that rumor, that news, that thought alone is the most bullish thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Literally. We're in a place where we could have another 5 or 10% up day if more news comes out, more favorable news. The market's still trying to digest the idea that we might be going to a recession. But like I tweeted last week, I said the minute somebody pulls the tariffs off the table or makes out a deal with Trump, just the rumor of the first person that does it, rumor of pause, rumor anything, we're up 5%. We went up 10%. Told you guys that. Everyone out here trying to pick up pennies in front of a steamroller short in this market just got burned hard, right? And make sure that when you're trading, you understand what actually makes the market go down instead of just red candles. Let me jump in on this. I haven't had a losing trading day. I have one losing trading day this month. That's it. You have to be very careful. And it really comes with history, right? The history of this market. Trade war with China has never collapsed the stock market 20%, put us into a recession. It's China. It's insignificant to our economy. We'll figure something out. I mean, we import a lot of stuff from China, yes, but it's not going to cause massive unemployment with us to be a trade war with China. The market used to have up and down days of like 2-3% on the trade war front. Like Trump would say something up, he'd say something down. It was never like 7%. It was never circuit breakers. It was never that brutal. It was like the S&P would drop, 1% on a tweet or something, It was never circuit breakers. And I always said circuit breakers off of this tariff stuff was ridiculous. It wasn't going to happen. And it didn't happen. We were right about that. So it's not going to happen again. Trump and everyone working everything out is bottom the market. There's no question about it. And so, yeah. Let you guys know that. No question about it in my mind. I always said I'd be yelling at you guys when it's the bottom. It's the bottom. Now, with all things being equal, if something else happens to change my mind here, like new news or something, then I'll change my mind. But as far as if everything was left on its own accord, the market has bottomed. 100%. The thing that brought it down is gone. The news is gone that brought it down. Even if that's fundamentally correct or not, in your eyes, we might say, well, the math still doesn't check out. We're still going to recession. That's totally fine. But Wall Street doesn't care about that. Wall Street is going to say the news that brought the market down is gone for the most part. Therefore, the market's likely to have bottomed-ish. Now, we're going to fall 7 or 8 or 10% today. Don't really think so. VIX is still high. VVIX is still high. But we'll see how today's market actually opens. Yeah, there's still issues with the bonds market. Well, that's because of inflation being high, right? We talk about that in a little bit. Anyways, good morning. Roll call. What's up, Victor? Plan Zero. Mark, Brian, Theo Strike, Jason, Frank, Alex, Dominic, Jim, Trade ES Futures, Lennon, Jason, Elaine, Joe, Classic Bull Trap yesterday. Oh. Good. Oh, so we do have some differencing opinions in here. Could be. I mean, we could be wrong here, Mal. Maybe today could sell really hard. We can see that in a little bit when the market opens up. We're outside of DD bands after all. Anyways, back to the roll call. Mossander, Aaron, Ricky, JTR, let's fucking go. Icewild, Michael, Trading Sun, Gamma, Dominic, Tariq. It's a bias today. Bullish, still bullish. Still bullish from the get-go. Our liquidity map's going to work today. Yeah, the outages, they fixed it. They gave us a notice about 2 o'clock that they had fixed their stuff. The data providers went out, and this just happens when markets are in mass chaos. Everyone's servers get congested. So that has nothing to do with us, unfortunately. As much as I'd like to do something about it, you know, like go beat up somebody, go shake my fist angrily at somebody. They are the only providers in town that have the kind of data we need for liquidity maps. Fortunately, there's only one choice. 476.7. Oh, wait, hold on. We have a gap fill, 55.84. Getting everything ready today. Hold on. Big important day. Yep, that's the gap fill in futures. We have one in the NASDAQ. Classic bull trap, you agree? Well, think of it like this, right? The market, so the bond market is affected by the fact that inflation is high. When inflation is high, your value of your bonds are going to completely collapse. And why is that? Because people don't want a fixed income return that's less than what they, it's losing money. So imagine inflation was 10% a year, and in 7 years you got 5% return. You're gonna lose it all, right, to inflation. So the idea is that now you might want to get into something that is a loss because it gains a little bit less than the inflation rate. It's better than cash, but it's only better than the stock market when people deem it better than the stock market. So the bond market has no value right now because inflation is high and the stock market's near all-time highs. People are not rushing into the bond market because there's no fear of collapse of the economy. The economy is healthy and stable. So the bond market is just, the premiums are just completely collapsing while the yields are going up, and the yields have to outpace inflation for bonds to become, a seen thing. People are still taking risk in the stock market right now, as would I. Like, I'm not jumping into the bond market with high inflation, which will nuke your fixed return when I don't think a recession is coming, right? That's why the bond market's in the state that it's in. So it's not a sign of the times being bad. I mean, the yields are going way up because nobody wants to buy the bonds, which makes a lot of sense, right? So that's kind of where we are with that. Monday's lows for SPY and QQQ would all be taken out by the close tomorrow. Wait, okay, so Joe, before you say that, I want to know what your justification is. So we have somebody who's bearish. Tell me what you think. Why bearish, and what's your mentality on the bear market? What would cause, and you could be right, I'm saying you're wrong, but what could cause it, right? What in your mind is going to crash the market? Do I trade bond futures? I don't. Curious what your thoughts are. Do I have a new red line, yellow line from yesterday? Yeah, I'm doing that right now. Hold on one second, I'm trying to get everything going. What anybody that's bearish, what's your thesis? Everybody that's bullish, what's your thesis? Remember, there's a rule of thumb in this market, and it's that you don't fight the Fed. You never fight the Fed. When the Fed changes something, you got to dive in. And that's the rule of thumb. I've learned this through years and years of trading, right? The other thing I've learned is you don't fight Trump. If Trump wants it to be a bull market, it wants to be a bull market. You know, my bull thesis is Trump tweeted yesterday and said buy the dip. That's it. That's it. That's all we need. You know, that's my bull thesis. It doesn't matter anything else on paper. My bull thesis is Trump told me it's bullish. I trust him because he'll make it bullish. He has the power to make it bullish. That's where I am. You know what I'm saying? I learned, now again, we're going to see when the market opens, right? What trade did I make pre-market? Oh yeah, y'all, I'm like way up pre-market. I'm already up like 12,000 bucks. I was trading all night. I was trading in Discord as well. I was calling on my plays in Discord as I was making them. Oh god, all night. It was super simple. I bought, oh shit, it deleted my, let me draw them really quick. Hold on, let me get my levels back on the chart. I longed off monthly hedge pressure right out the door. I took a bunch of scalps and I took one loss at the end of the night, which dropped it a little tiny bit. Okay, zone array 19,239. Oh, so your thought on the market taking out lows is just a technical. You're using technical analysis. You don't have like a fundamental reason to be bullish then. I mean, to be bearish. You're just thinking like you got some technical stuff you're looking at. Okay, I got you. So all I'm doing is waiting for the market to pass key levels and I'm back on the long side. So what we do is down here, remember there's no shorting below DD bands. We just let it fall, right? So I'm going to just if it's going to fall, it's going to fall in the best price and we'll lose no money. Let's get that front and center. S&P, I lost my lines here. I don't know why they deleted themselves, but we go and put them back on. All right. S&P 5501. So right now, I'm just going to keep my money and ready to aim as soon as we hit 54.76. As soon as I hit key levels, I'm going to jump back in on the long side. You have to hit the key levels first, though, right? You know, bag hold and buy a dip as it's falling. I'm looking for long setups today. So red lines, let's give them to you guys. 57.28. Sorry, 52.78. You guys can type it for me to give it to everybody. 52.78. Key level, S&P. NASDAQ, 18,688. Morning. Okay, 18,688. Okay, so we have key pivots right here. Strong long pivots. The only one that we have is pretty much here. If we lose this level, then, you know, market's dead. We'll see if we get liquidity pockets today or any kind of watch the monthly maps as well to see what we got. Greater market certainly to come out to be bullish today. There's some REIs on the weekly that look good, but currently sitting on your hands. You're bearish. Trump, we're all puppets and Trump strings and going to carry the whole nation with him. Well, no, but he's working on a trade deal with 75 countries to do business exclusively with the United States. Holy God is the most bullish thing I've ever heard in my life. So, I mean, I'd be bullish in your minds today, but I've been trading long enough to know that Trump kicking China out of the global trade scene is basically what happened. He screwed China over. You guys know what happened, right? This whole trade war was a bluff to screw China over. The whole tariff thing, everything. It wasn't even a real thing. It was his big are the deal noise. Get everybody, pissed off and basically call the bluff of the world. Hey guys, I'm gonna put tariffs on all of you. If you retaliate, I'll make it worse. And then people are like, oh shit, we do need American trade. We can't handle this. This will crash our business. We need them to buy our shit. America's the biggest consumer on the planet of stuff. We can't have a trade war with them. And Trump says, give me a call. I'll work it out with you. And the phone call was likely saying, you work out an exclusive trade deal with us and you buy everything from us instead of China, or we'll crash your economy. And they go, okay, we'll do it. And then so Trump made trade deal with person A, person B, person 75, all the way to the end. And almost everybody unanimously was like, yeah, fuck China. And then what he did to make it hurt more was, double the tariff in China. So, right, he created an American monopoly in trade. As long as it works out this way, this is the biggest, most bullish news I've heard in my entire trading career. Oh my God. It's the craziest thing for us to have global superiority in specific trade deals with everybody. We'll be the producers of Chinese cheap shit that we buy on Temu. We'll be the ones creating factories making cheap shit. You kidding me? He could have just thrown China back into the third world. He could have destroyed any possibility for them to have any kind of further economic revolution. The move was brilliant. It's like 3D chess. Like, we don't the magnitude of how much money he just diverted to the United States. Oh my God. China's absolutely will fail as a country. Now, so what they're going to do is they can't fail as a country, so they're going to work out a trade deal that's going to benefit us. At the end, they're going to work it out. They always do. So at the end of the day, Trump just stimulated a whole lot of stuff, right? So the question is this bullish or not? To me, from the American economy, is very bullish. Is it bullish today, though? That's all we care about as a trader. And I don't know any further than that. Remember, I'm an idiot. I don't know much about economics. I just know the surface level news and the logic that goes with it, right? So. Good touch says you'll buy one today, you trade for many years. Yeah, the props are really, dude, props are like low risk trading. That's what the best part about it is. You can trade this nonsense noise and risk like $100, for a chance to get a payout. So what I like about props in the crazy environments, you're not losing your real money, which is always a good thing. Creating jobs in the United States, creating production in the United States, creating factories in the United States. Foreign car companies will be manufacturing cars in the United States. iPhone will be assembled in the United States. Like all this stuff, man. Imagine unemployment going practically to zero. Not really practically zero, but imagine creating a bunch of like working class factory level jobs where there's an abundance of jobs that pay well. And they pay well. They're not even bad jobs. They pay very well with benefits. Imagine boosting the lower class and lower middle class, and even middle class, through production, through us being a global supplier of all kind of shit we used to buy cheap from China. Pretty neat. I mean, it's not like it's going to happen tomorrow, but you don't fight this. As far as a trader goes, I see moves like 10%, and I'm like, how do I get in on this? Right? May not be today that I get in on this, but I'm going to try to get on this somewhere. Now, again, we lose these red lines, market's going to fall and crash, but I'm totally fine. Totally cool with that. CPI came out this morning. But I mean, like I said, anybody could be wrong. I'm not in any active trade right now. I'm fully flat across the board. I'm going to wait and see if I break a key level or hit a key level. I'm jumping in on the long. I am sitting at a moment's notice ready to spam the long button on further news. Further news, just like when we tell you guys, news is what brought the market out. Last time, I tweeted, any news of tariffs that's good, the market's up 5%. And that's what I said. I literally tweeted it. However, it went up 10%, right? Any further news is another 5%. Any further news. It doesn't matter if it's fundamentally good or bad. Traders are going to respond and overreact. That's what trading is all about. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about watching that overreaction. I'm ready to spam the long button at a moment's notice. And if the market's continuing to sell off, I'm just going to sit out. That's the mode you need to have. So let's see if you guys remember from the boot camp why I'm going to sit out. Why am I not going to short it back to zero? Why am I going to sit out? Tell me what you guys think. Y'all know me. What's the whole reason for me to be sitting out? No, well, maybe not the mechanical reason, but what's the purpose of me not trading it? Why do I want to wait? Think further ahead of just the technical reason. Like why would I not want to short this? A better trade, Rich, Garrett, they nailed it. Tweak can happen. Well, not wait for what? Wait for news, right? I'm waiting for something better to come out. Like I want to wait for another news-driven event. You know, I'm going to get a strong pivot. Like you guys said, I'm going to wait for a news-driven event. If it's going to sell off and die, then let's just let it die. What purpose do I have? You know, Chasing, I'm already up. Well, how much was this? 11,000, something like this? 12,000, almost 12,000 bucks today already, pre-market. Trades I made. Walk you guys through it. Oh God, it was like such a simple trade. And you guys, I don't know if y'all saw this, but I mean, right out the door, this was like, hold on. My pencil tool is dead. Hold on. Let me load it back up. This was like 2/3 of the trade. Right out the door, it was such an easy setup. The market literally handed me $10,000. Market dipped down, hit MHP. I longed right back up to here and closed out. Filled the gap. That's it. And then I waited. And then when we fell to S&P MHP, I did the same trade again. I did that. Then I waited. I chilled and hung out. And then when the S&P fell right to there at MHP, I longed a second time. There. I took that. And then in the overnight, when we approached it a third time, I longed, set a stop, and then I got stopped out. So that's it. That's literally it. So $11,000 was these two legs right here, this one and this one. Super clean and easy. This was where NASDAQ MHP was and S&P MHP. Monthly hedge pressure is by far the golden ticket of my trading. It was so nice. So nice, y'all. It's pretty exciting. Textbook. Ooh, baby. I was even in Discord shouting at you guys. Our Discord is $20 to get in. And I know the inexperience of a lot of traders here when I'm telling you this is the trade I'm getting in. There's a lot of people like, yeah, I'm still scared. I'm still scared. I'm still scared. The whole point of trading is that you will be scared. You have to learn to kind of like not be scared. Take the moves that you know. Markets moved up 10%. I'm scared it's going to fall. Well, markets don't fall, right? Markets are pushed lower and that's it. We teach at our boot camp that markets never fall. If you leave the market alone, it's going to go up. If you take your hand off the wheel and nobody's touching the price, the algorithms will price it higher at a rate of 2% a year as inflation touches everything, including stock prices. So the markets just drift up at a rate of 2% a year without anyone even longing it. It's just the price of things will go up, and therefore the company's value will go up. Inflation touches everything. So stock market never falls. It just is pushed lower. There's a time when we're selling so hard, we push it lower. But once the selling stops, the market doesn't just sit there and decide, nobody's buying it. Let's go ahead and fall. When nobody's buying it, the market will just sit still. The market floats. It floats on water. It doesn't, you can push it underwater, but when you let go, it comes right back up. So when you think of it like that, it's like the market's up 10%. It's probably going to fall. It took me like 5 years, I swear, to undo that mentality in my head. Markets never fall. You need to push them down. So you have to ask yourself, what's going to push it down today? Technical reasons? Are people going to continue to dump the market? Well, to dump all your shares long when everybody's in a frenzy to get in means that there has to be a fundamental reason people don't see value in the long term. And with such strong bullish news, it's almost impossible to see that there's no value in the long term for somebody. So we need bad tariff news like Trump goes, never mind, half the countries are out, this is back on, then the market's going to plunge, right? So everything's hinging on this news with the tariff stuff. But the power play turned out so heavy into the American favor, the American stock market is bound to gain a tremendous amount of value from this, right? That's my thought. Bull or bear doesn't matter. We're going to know when the market opens what I need to be doing, right? We got 9 more minutes for that. Tariff for Russia, market pop. Yeah, like there's no tariffs for Russia and North Korea, right? That was kind of the interesting thing of all of this. So the point is, if the market's going to crash, that's absolutely fine. I'm flat on the sidelines while it crashes. You know what I mean? So that makes me happy. Let's let the market die, and I've made my money, and I'm good. And so I don't have to be in a trade. And for you guys, it's better safe than sorry. I can't instruct you on your trades, but I'll tell you, when markets are crashing, the best thing you can ever do is be on the sidelines. The last thing you'd ever wanted to do has been short and short and short and short, and a single news announcement undid months of selling. And that's exactly what bear markets are like, and that's why the boot camp is so valuable, because preaching that every single day. The market does not want to be bearish ever. It wants to be bullish on a moment's notice. And so while we were making it bearish for a couple months, it only took one single day for us to tap lows from a month ago, the last wave down. So we're already back to a month ago in a single moment. And the thing is, that single moment could have wiped out everyone's accounts trying to bear the market down to zero. The economy is too strong for a recession, number one. Unemployment's good, GDP's growing, everything's fine. Inflation is moderate. It's not even crazy. It's moderate. We've had worst periods of inflation in the history of this country, and the market still survived, and the economy survived. This is like a bunch of Gen Zers complaining about the price of avocados and shit. Like, oh, it's so expensive. Like, you're like, look, your grandparents face inflation millions of times worse than this, and they survived. And it's like, so the economy is stable enough that I don't see a recession. And we've already had one recently. So you don't only have 2 back-to-back recessions unless there's a bubble that pops. And right now there's no bubble that's popping. Like the AI bubble is starting to form, but there's nothing popping yet. It needs to overinflate and pop. So I think yesterday was the start of like a 4-year bull run. And we'll see if I'm wrong today. It doesn't matter if I'm wrong. There's no I told you so here. I just know my level. I'm going to grab along. I'm going to try to be right as much as I can. Well, let me look at something really quick. I got some math I got to do. 494. Looking for the gaps on the NASDAQ. Oh, hold on, wait. I already drew them here, I think. Oh, that's old. That's like old gaps. Yeah, let's go back to default. Where are we filling them gaps at, baby? So I promise, when it comes to the tariffs, I know this because I'm only trusting what Wall Street did, and Wall Street is very, very good at not being smart. Wall Street is a very much like, as a habit, creatures of habit. Wall Street is like a dumb moving herd of animals that's very predictable. That's why a lion always eats. The gazelles never do anything different. And in this market, I'm going to tell you, they remember what the trade war was like last time. Last time on the good news, people didn't do anything. Now, we might get a big red candle maybe today. In that case, I got no risk on the table, right? But either case, I do think we try to push higher and see maybe retest the high from yesterday first. The market's going to have maybe 1 or 2 let's figure this out candles. I always call them like that. They usually look like this. They start off by selling. They open here. They're going to be candles that look like this probably. Right? And then it's either going to do that or that. Let's figure this out candle. Consolidation at the high. Market digesting. Waiting for new news. Waiting for bad news. Waiting for news to undo this, whatever. 476, 493, and 502. Okay. Really scary about trading right now? Well, yeah, I mean, the market's in a really weird, scary state, you know? So let's get everything together here. already up the door. We're opening irrational, so I don't short down here. I sit out and wait. We know our pivots. That one. Here's my cheat sheet for this one. We know the rule. No shorting down in here. Below the band. Just sit down and let it fall. Rational market. Small longs only. Small trades off of strong pivots only. You know, liquidity pockets. We find liquidity, I long it. We hit MHP, I long it. So we're breaking MHP in the overnight. So right now the market just going to sit out on this and let it simmer. Right? Don't forget to smash that like button, friends. Ooh, we are here for a big ass day in the market. I don't disagree with some of you guys that the market may have bearish tendencies. It's already trying to sell right now. Was this an overhyped response? We'll see. I've got no risk on the table anywhere. I'm fully flat across the board. Am I buying options? I haven't bought anything yet. This caught me off guard as well. I need to prove a couple things before I go in there and start long with a ton of options. Mouse has got like a piece of dirt on it or something. I have glass mouse pads, so all it takes is like a speck of dust for my mouse to go. It's the most annoying thing in the world. Glass mouse pad. Yeah, dude, glass mouse pad is nice. It's tempered glass. It's great for like micro adjustments of the mouse. If you snipe in video games, it's really good. There's zero drag on the mouse pad. It's too smooth. So I don't like move my hand a lot when I play. I more like have high sensitivity and just barely move my wrist so I can get like, you know, really good aim. But without the drag, you know, it's hard to aim without a smooth movement of your mouse, and it's like super smooth. It's like ice, baby. I'm the opposite. I'm a higher DPI player. I usually have a high sensitivity, and my hand moves a little bit. See if I can get our data coming out in just a second here. All right, see what we get. Y'all done too late. What's up, Brian? Good morning. be just sitting out today and watching this one. Wait to see what we get. They should. The data providers reported that data was going really well today. Let me make sure everybody's all hands are on deck for this. We're on the phone with them right now, checking. Chilling and waiting on this one. No trade out the door. I wish there was somebody I can fucking fire, really. These data providers are absolutely dog shit. But another day that they're down and it's taken forever for us to get the data from them. They're absolutely like overly congested. So just for today, just kind of being cautious on what we have today. 53.65 yellow line. There is no strong pivot from here, but I don't see that the market has any kind of support just yet. NASDAQ does though right here. So there is a long pivot right here on the red line on NASDAQ. So what I can do, hold up, just for funsies, very close, is tap along right here at this 866 level, the one we hit this morning. So my call today is along from this red line right here, So retrace all the way back up. Okay, we don't have our maps again today. I've got no active position on the table, guys. Completely flat. Flat today. We need Trump. You're fired. Yeah. So waiting to see what happens, but we know outside the DD bands, we just need to wait. Strong long pivots off of this red. I might take some trades off of here. S&P res is falling. Well, yeah. Well, we did gap down, so resilience would be negative because of the gap down. I want to see if it does recover. No trades for me yet. But I will attempt one small long in this account, just right here on this red line right here. DA working? Got something already for DIA. Good deal. SPY's like locking up. This was happening. They said SPY was taking like 3 minutes to even get responses. We'll see. But yeah, bullish from this area, 866 level. I wish I had my data to tell me. But yeah, just a continual rally from here today. I don't think any bear market. I don't feel it. It looks good. Supporting this red line right here is basically where I want to try to get a long on. Strong pivots only. That's still 100 and something points away. I'm going to wait for it. Low day and SPY. Yeah, probably. Dude, I gotta see those monthly maps though. What sucks about Wall Street is you kind of get fucked a million ways. You want to try like lever up your shit and trade futures, then they raise the margin requirements and you can't trade like a whole lot, or you want to like, use your data to get a good long, and the data providers don't work, or your prop firm data providers don't work. Day trading margins. Oh, nice. Something real quick. Give me a moment here. Just chilling, waiting for that little red line bump. Double checking something real quick. Resetting my platform. It has still not okay. So 688 is that level, right? Where did all my... Are you kidding me? I have to redraw this. All right. What was the level? 688? Hold up. 688, yep. Okay. Oh, there it is. 5341. That's the one. Just for fun. Tap it with one. Somewhat unusual volatility, but this is a strong pivot I always long off of. They're back to the band is a good setup. It's called an illiquidity pivot. It's one of our calculations that we teach in our boot camp. Let's see if we get a little hook there. That's it. Just one account, one contract, one account. I'm not going overboard with this. Small, one contract only. And yeah, and trade to where? I mean, all the way back to the green line. So if the market is bullish and this is a bull recovery, this is the pivot to rally. If we lose this pivot and I close out with a loss, I'm done. The market's going to sell off for a couple of days. But if the market is rallying, it's rallying from here and nowhere else. That's it. That's the level. IWM loaded up on the screen. No way. We're getting data come through. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Maps are here. Oh, lovely. These stupid data providers, I'm telling you. Cool. That's how congested they are. Finally getting some data coming through. BSD here. Okay. SPY coming in. Getting close. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nice little bump up here. Let's go. Let's go. Just to test the pre-market highs. Phil, so you can run this up, maybe get 2,000 on this one. Just a quickie scalp. You guys have SPY and QQQ yet or no? Or is that just me? Oh, there's the 2,000. I'll take it right back to the open. Just kind of everything just chilling. Not bad, not bad. All right, gonna wait and see if I get... I want to get my maps and get a better look on this. This song always makes me... It's always so funny. It's like, worry, worry, worry. That's where we are now. How much is this today? 97. 11, 7, 12, 3, 13, 3, 14, 2. Not bad. 14,200 bucks. Is TPT or Tradeify better? I think they're both equally good. TPT has easier rules and payout schedule. Tradeify is, well, actually, no. Tradeify is straight to funded, and that's the main difference. And end of the day, drawdown with Tradeify out the door. That's I use Tradeify, but they're both equally awesome. Dolan may be ready to holla as a safe haven. I love it. Try to pull this data again. Our data pool froze 20% in. So that's nice. Nice little rally off the red line. You guys know red lines, right? 688. Get that pull. Let's go. Remember, I told you guys when I get into my options position, I'll let you know after I do it. Unfortunately, my options position is a top secret thing that I do. I can get close to it. But I'll tell you what it's in. I'm going to get QQQ. That's it. Just QQQ. NASDAQ only. Straight up. There we go. There's a bump of data. Holy crap, it's taking forever. 72%. We're getting something. So, oh, QQ. Oh, we're above MHP or QQQ. This is the bottom. Market's bottom. Market's bottom. Market's bottom. If that's real, we got something in. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. If we lose this, the market's dead. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great. This is crash. This is crash. If this is it, it's the bottom. It's very cut and dry. I could be wrong, but this is cut and dry. Crash, rally. It is on the edge. If the market is crashing, we will lose this MHP and we will die today. It is literally right on the edge. Cool. Okay. For a split second, we got something. That's it. The universe just gave me a glimpse of the promised land. Jesus Christ. And we got another bump. That's the bottom. Bottom's in, boys. Ooh. Yeah. Let's run it. Let's run them. If we lose this level, market's dead. So it's rally crash. It's like right on the edge. So if that's MHP, if that's true, then it's nice because we are right on the edge. If we lose the orange line, just let it fall and let it die. That's the best part about this. That's it. If we lose it, market's dead. Hands off. Easy as that. I got no trades right now. Come on, right on the edge. Our data providers, dude, it's them and not us. So just letting you guys know, the data provider is congested through all get out. Like, it's taking forever for us to communicate with their servers. But they service every major trading platform out there. So it's like, you know, whenever Tradeify or Tradeivate gets like just delayed on everything in the middle of a market crash, your orders are delayed or data feeds are not coming through. It happens across the board. These companies don't invest in like super fast infrastructure for retail. You're kind of a nobody. They don't care about us. All right, so this is it. MHP is at the same place as Redline. It's make or break. So if the market holds here, we're back to having 2 or 3 days of figure me out candles, which is going to be like figure out the move we just happened. If we lose this, then the market just dies for the day. Let it die. It's easy as that. So that's it. Ooh, we're at MHP. Market is trying to rally back to highs. Trying. It doesn't mean it will. It's trying. If we lose this level, and it's going to die. Take one more stab at that. We'll see. See if we get it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Getting close. Getting close. Well, let's take some hints. Let's look at NVIDIA and some of the other stocks. So good. NVIDIA is good. So some of the bigger stocks are opening bull long up, which I like to see. Rally crash around the edge. So until I get QQQ and stuff coming through, let's use NVIDIA as a gauge for the stock market. How about that? You guys think it's okay? Here's how good I am at trading. NVIDIA is now my setup. Let's look at Meta too. Let's actually use Meta because Meta is right on the edge. Let me let Meta and the Mag 7 be my help today. Let's double check XLK. Let's use the clues we do have. See what we got. No liquidity map yet for that. So Meta is kind of on the edge here. Google. Rally crash around the edge. Google needs to break through MHP to the upside, which it doesn't look like it's doing just yet. So Google is in a bear setup today. Right on the edge, you guys. So basically QQQ is right here. QQQ map is up. Ah, there we go. That's it. Okay. Breaking MHP is a market crash, so rally crash right on the edge. But it's weird that the map didn't create. We have the map out. Let me tell them real quick. So we don't have the letters. It looks like the liquidity map pool also crashed. It's okay. Let me do this real quick. Let him know this. We have all pieces. That's a little bug I'm gonna look into as well. Somehow with this data crash, it didn't populate the actual... Now I'm kind of like sad that we're not getting momentum off of this. This does kind of make me a little nervous about today. I'm not nervous. I don't have anything on the table yet. But we'll see what we got. Crash below here. Crash level. Crash below here. We opened above, which is good. Rally from here. It's right on the edge. Come on, baby. What do we got? Rally crash. Right on the edge here. Looks like it's not doing so hot. I got so excited seeing us above MHP. I'm like, ooh, we're going to move. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. We got monthly maps coming through. Anything else we got? Come on, baby. Oh, we got maps. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Very good. Maps and bull territory. Very good. I like it. Okay. Now, is the market remembering as bearish as it was the other day, or is this the actual turnaround bottom? Okay, good. Monthly maps looking solid. Looking absolutely solid. QQQ. Well, it only took like a million minutes, guys. Oh, jeez. So... I think we're good. I think we're good. But we'll see. We get just this nasty red candle out the door here that I don't know what to tell you guys from that. Okay. I got QQQ on my screen. That's all I got to go off of. We don't have SPY yet. You guys let me know if SPY comes in, though. I'm going to leave QQQ so I don't have to reload it. Oh, man, this is nerve-wracking. Having to deal with, like, data providers and shit, like, out the door. Ooh. All right. Do I want to take a long here if we break back up above? Down here, there's resistance inside of here. We open above, so this is an MHP break. On MHP breaks, we do not long hedge pressure back up. This is off the table. This is crash if we break through this, which is bad. We'll sit down on this. I got no positions yet. Nothing. I took that initial scalp back here to fill the open. That opening range, we're going to sit there and see what we got. S&P, let me make sure S&P's not on its key levels. Oh, S&P's at its key level too. So S&P is at the spot to care about. It's all up to you guys. Are we dying? Are we staying alive? What do you think? 659 coming? Right, it's right up at it. Yeah, 659. It's almost there. Wait, what am I trying to look at here? Oh, that's QQQ. S&P. 5365 yellow. Oh, this I'm trying to look at. I think we're good. Just for funsies. Grab some MES on the edge here. Two MES, two micros of funsies. I'm already way up in this account. I gotta make sure I get something good. But yeah, we are MHP break, so we get right back above. I'll pile back into it. Confidence is medium on this. So if we hold MHP, we're bottomed out. If we're not, market's gonna crash again. So careful on this one. Two micros. Build around the position. We're the fundamental savior of this market. Are we continuing to crash out today? It's possible, right? So we'll see. Now, this might just be a response day to this, and tomorrow is back through the moon, but we'll see if anything comes out of this. The obvious thing that people that are still bearish are going to be trying to still sell and liquidate. They just got a handout, but we'll see if anything comes out of it. Two micros. Playing right around the level, looking at the overshoot, and that's it on MHP. See if QQQ has, or SPY has anything coming in. Damn it. So SPY did open below MHP. Damn it. So SPY didn't get the recovery. Well, that changes my whole outlook now. We didn't rally hard enough on SPY at the open. Let me take that out. Now they have the data. If I'm in a short, no. In this environment, no shorting. Just sit out and let the market fall. Like this is a thing where you don't have any, like anything to go off of on markets selling off. Just let it fall. I'm going to take a recovery on MHP reclaim. So this is the rally side and this is the crash side of things. So let's look at SPY because that's the most crucial one. Okay, so S&P today. We are below MHP so that we can take that leg on SPY right here. So I can take that leg. That is definitely a long setup. I just close out my micros, just chilling on this one. Should I take it though? What's NQ looking like? So this is a pretty easy setup. As soon as if we break through MHP, I'm just going to pile in on the long. That's basically what I want to see. It's not far from here either. It's only 30, or actually maybe 30 points lower on S&P. So S&P's level about right here. Let me draw on my chart. You guys know all the stuff I have to deal with. Data feeds and platform integrity and all that stuff. Also while trading, also while streaming. It's so hard to do my job. I love you guys. All right, I can finally read what y'all are saying. What do y'all think is happening? DD ratio 0.5. Oh, that's nice. That's good. Monthly map. That's also nice and good. Hopefully. S&P rallied through liquidity pockets. That's good. Nice and stable from here. I like what I see. I like what I see. 2 of the 3 greater market signals are bullish. SPY above MHP would be all 3 of them. So yeah, I think we're okay. The minus MHP is the resistance pressure we saw today. SPY's going to need to get a little bit of oomph to get us going a little bit over the hill here. And we'll see if we get it. Get back in on some micros. Why the hell not? Right when we get in. Actually, I'll do minis if we pop through the other side. Oh yeah, guys. I'm so confident that this is good for the economy, but we didn't rally far enough on SPY to get the move, and we actually have that resistance pressure from HP pulling us down. So it's going to be a little bit of a fight to get the market going lower. Let's take a look at some of the other stocks like Nvidia. So Nvidia at MHP right here. So let's see if Nvidia crashes out. Actually, let's actually watch this because it's very important for the rest of the day. Key levels here. Some of the bigger stocks. All right. Your call's as good as mine, guys. What do y'all think is happening? We dying? We selling off? I think we're good. I think we are good. S&P red line. I could do some micros again. For the hell of it. But it would be only to scalp right back to. I'm already like so far up in this account though. I don't know if I want to press the consistency. I made like 3K in each account, which is pretty good, but that busted consistency for sure. Yeah, I think we're good. I think so. Yeah. Well, first, next red candle pull back here. I'm watching Nvidia for the bounce. Nvidia holds MHP is good. Daddy gonna play some micros real quick. Take 2. On the next bounce, I'll take 2 more. Or I'll just sit on a couple and let them ride. I'll build a position, and then if we break through MHP to the upside, I'm going to go ahead and just smack it really hard. So just some micros. Just for now. Building a position right at this key area here. The second time I get a little squeeze on that one. think people are still kind of got that. You know, VIX is starting to climb a little tiny bit. VIX is hitting a key resistance level, 32.9. Key red lines on VIX. Actually, hold on. Let me delete this and delete that. That was tapped and that was tapped. Okay, micros. Don't hit me too hard, baby. All right, watching NVIDIA. See if NVIDIA hangs in there. Wall Street's still digesting what happened yesterday. Is this? It's trying. It's trying. Are there buyers here? That's the question everybody has. Maybe people might be standoffish today because yesterday was such a powerful move. If it was a smaller move, people would probably still be jumping down. I think people are having to digest the idea of what the fuck 10%. Let's just wait and see if it comes down further. But yeah, yesterday was literally the most bullish news I've ever heard for the U.S. economy. Like the news itself is bullish. Now whether we get a bullish response in the market or not, at least from this high, is going to be debatable. But the news and the tariff news and the pausing of the tariffs and the idea that Trump is revealing his plan to work out deals with everybody to boost the American economy and all this stuff is extremely bullish for the long haul. I mean, that news is like the most bullish thing I've ever heard in my life. So, you know, in my trading career, I've never heard somebody nail out a plan that secures the American future for generations. Like unemployment just plunging to nothingness, right? How many factories get open here? How much boost we're going to get in the economy from Trump's plan if it goes through. Everybody in the world is like, oh yeah, we do need America. All right, I guess we're in. Yeah, we'll build factories there. We'll do trade with you. Yeah, China, yeah, screw those guys. We don't need them. And then with that being said, like, look how much, basically, we're going to take China's GDP from them and put it in our pocket. So our GDP is going to go through the roof. Do you need to subscribe to Tradeovate to trade? You don't, but I'm using Tradeovate to trade my prop firm accounts today. Boy, it's not, but the thing is we're not getting a bid today. We're not getting we're not getting buying pressure here, and it's kind of sucky. But I'm still going to put faith that NVIDIA is going to give me a telltale sign, bigger sign that we're good. So we'll see. NVIDIA, always the problem. Yeah, so we get NVIDIA holding MHP, we're all right. We're kind of all right on here. Let me put this in the center of the screen. All right, so your call is as good as mine. This is the rally point if there is anything. It holds here if it holds. I'm going to side with I don't fight with Trump. That's the thing. I don't fight with Jay Powell. I don't fight with Trump. If this is the first time Trump basically tells you to buy the dip, then there's something he wants you to do. Now, whether he just pocketed all of our money and is screwing us over today, he's telling his friends right now to short the high. He tells us to buy the dip so that we're the liquidity for his Wall Street friends to exit the market, then that'd be pretty evil. He tweeted everybody buy the dip, so everybody's going to come in and start buying the dip today. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. So I don't know. And maybe he wanted to provide exit liquidity for his Wall Street friends. Who knows? Maybe that's what he's doing. Fucking everybody over. Maybe today it's going to be like JK LOL. Tariffs are still on, you know? But who ever knows anymore? Right? This market can't get any love today. It's like the obvious thing is to see it coming down and want to jump in and short this. That is the obvious thing that most people are going to be doing. But do we see something that nobody else in Wall Street sees? We are on the edge, the rally crash edge line of NVIDIA. If NVIDIA holds, the market's hopefully going to hold. Let's pick up some rally on NVIDIA. I think right now people are just in the mode of digesting what happened yesterday. And so far, it's not tipping the scales yet. SPY can still fall further and have longer term bullishness. We got a pretty decent dip potential hold. I'm right on the edge of my stop again with my micros. I'll take 500 and I'll just pull it. If it falls 53.20 or lower, I'll pull out. Because about a 20-point stop loss today. That 53.20 holds, and we lose MHP, the market's back to crashing. Just around the edge of my stop here. I'm just doing micros today, nothing crazy. I'm already like way up in these accounts, so I'm not even risking much. Just having fun with some micros. Hit the SPY level. Yeah, let's see it. SPY's got liquidity pockets right down here. So SPY isn't in crash mode. But here, crash mode would happen if we lose liquidity pockets. So 525 low on SPY today. I think is where we'll end up. No, there's supports here. We have liquidity pocket at 525. And also monthly maps has support as well. $520, $521. So in the longer haul, 520 is key support in SPY. So we're good. Liquidity pockets in reversals, you look for liquidity pockets and that's it. So even though we're below MHP on SPY, liquidity pocket is the support that you'll have. So right here, if we lose liquidity pocket, the market's crashing. So I have pretty good strong liquidity from here within the last 15, 20 points of SPY. It's about 53.10, I would say, is about that low. That's a key up, and it's kind of trying to put some level on that as well. Let me just mark it. So let's do LP. Roughly, bottom here, 70 points lower. 53.05. That's kind of like that key level. Okay, let's mark it. So, let me make it a little darker, a little lighter. And so this is bear zone top, right? We know how this works. If we lose liquidity pocket, then all hell breaks loose, right? So your pocket is right about here. If there is any support, it comes through here. And the market just opened still with that negative gamma on monthlies, which is why it's pushing lower. We see on the liquidity map, MHP is resistance pressure, right? So that's just what you're seeing is that resistance pressure. But we do have a liquidity pocket down in here. So the market is going to find buyers there. Very strong buyers, as a matter of fact. So that could be the bottom on that one. NASDAQ and NVIDIA still holding monthly gamma positive on NASDAQ. NVIDIA rallied hard enough that this market can rally. Just on NVIDIA alone. So I'm seeing that the market is still digesting what happened yesterday, and people are like, right now, are just in the mode of cashing out. I think what they're trying to do is squeeze out on the millionaires from yesterday and make it hard to get in on the rally. A lot of people made big runs yesterday, and they're still holding on to their trade, and now they're getting squeezed out, you know. So we'll see. All right, guys, what do y'all think is happening? We have a giveaway in 45 minutes. Love y'all tuning into the stream every day. Thank you for supporting the Rocket Scooter family. 10:30 reversal. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Market does not like NVIDIA at this market cap. I know. NVIDIA needs to get some more love. Resilience is good on S&P. Resilience is not so great on NASDAQ. I mean, sorry, the other way around. Resilience is great on NASDAQ. So the gap and go is holding on NASDAQ stocks. And NVIDIA is not even inside the redistribution zone yet. So NVIDIA, unfortunately, looks like it had a gap down. Yeah. Come on, my micros. Micros chugging along. Come on, baby. We need some love from you. The red line from yesterday is this 53.41, Ali. Yeah. Upcoming. If Gamma says it's going up, then it's going up. So I'm okay with hearing Gamma's words here. VIX is still climbing a little bit, and VVIX is trying to climb a little bit. But I think what's happening, and again, I don't like this kind of pattern right here. The market's looking like it's trying to trade lower. Something key levels are being held. If we lose like key levels in NVIDIA, then I'll probably just back away with my 4 micros. Great R&R here. Yeah, the R&R is fantastic to the upside. I know a lot of people are still scared of the rally, but I mean, scared of the sell-off. But I know when it's news-driven, the news can just turn things around. So I think like the market's opening and everybody that made $1 million yesterday is just trying to liquidate and cash out. And then the market's going to rally up to draw them back in at the highs and make them buy at the top again. Typically what happens. Yeah, so out the door, everybody right now is trying to buy calls. You know, right when the market opens, everybody's buying calls right when the market opens. So they're basically, when you're buying your calls, they're nuking the premium. The IV is really high, so they're making you pay a This is what it is. They're keeping the IV high so that you can pay a premium on your calls. All these short hedge funds got to buy calls to hedge. So making that high IV into this. Keep it like VIX is still high even though we rallied 10%. VIX futures high relative, still at 33. So I think that's probably, you know, this is some heavier Wall Street Illuminati stuff. Squeeze out some longs, make people buy their calls at a premium, make people chase the high and get in. It would be very weird for the market to open and just continue to sell off without baiting more people in on the high on obvious bullish news. They didn't create a bull trap today, which is the oddest thing. Right now they're trying to squeeze bulls, and normally if you're trying to attract bulls and trap them for exit liquidity, you would trap them by raising the price really quick. Like a rally out the door, but might just still be that slow-paced digestion phase, right? You told my friend I'm the godfather of trading. Oh, that's nice, man. Well, engineers, dude, I think we all have a different look at the market. We're perceived differently on Wall Street than the rest of the folks. We just kind of have a logical, sensible approach to what we do. My logical, sensible micros, however, are kind of heartbreaking right now. Now, my true strong long is from here. Bears on top is always a strong long. We'll see if we get anything from that. Resilience is still flat. Nothing changing in the stock front. I think everybody's just waiting to get a hint from someone else, like who wants to buy here, you know? You can take all morning to get something going on here. If we don't get support from Europe, I don't think we're going to get a rally today. So we got about an hour left. See if Europe gives us any love. We had CPI as well this morning. Let's talk about that while we're waiting. Of course, CPI came in at a 0.1 on a, let's see, hold on, I'm in the right week. Yep. So the previous 0.2 estimate 0.3, we came in at 0.1. CPI month over month rate is lower. That's good. The core CPI in general also lower. That's good. The regular CPI year over year also beat expectations. That's good. All of these things were good. So CPI came in as a beat, which is nice. And 2.4, it's good to see that in the year over year because, you know, we've been hoping to see that come down a little bit on its own. And, you know, the Fed's not going to do anything. And the question yesterday was, is the Fed going to cut rates in May? A lot of traders are trying to price in a May rate cut. And we definitely want to see the CPI continuing to press lower. 2.4 is tying the low that we had back in October of last year. So that's, since COVID, this is tying the lowest it's ever been since COVID. So that's good. Unfortunately, this right here is making me hate my life. My 4 micros on the edge here. But that only means I need to turn it into 6. That's really what that means. So let's turn the micros into 6. A little bit of volatile overshoot. We are getting possible. Let's see on the S&P about 20 points of overshoot on this 42. So right about 20 is the overshoot. And there we go. Now 6 micros doing the heavy lifting today. Support is in. Yeah. Let's get her to ride. Now let's see this red line's the last rejection point. Now, on my bigger trade, I don't want to take anything too crazy on this until I get confirmation that we're breaking MHP. So on QQQ, we opened above MHP and broke below. This right here is enough to crash the market. So be very careful today. Back above QQQ, 452, I'm long and pretty big. So let's look at Nasdaq futures. Inverse head and shoulders. Dare you say it? I heard you. Come on, 6 micros. Do something good. Right about here. I gotta trust Trump, though. If Trump wants the market to be bullish and he says buy the dip, they need to trap some bulls then. They didn't trap enough bulls yesterday. People didn't get wind of this. They didn't give enough people time to react. So either we're providing exit liquidity to a bunch of shorts in Wall Street, or we're gonna have the bull trap today. Which I think today might be the bull trap. That's what I'm excited to see. You know what I'm saying? Right about there. Baby, I'm rich. Look how rich I am. $172. Oh, I'm rich. $172, baby. I'm buying myself a steak dinner and 1 cocktail. Not 2, just 1. This is 14,200. 14. Oops. I think that's what we added it up to be. Now I'm 14,500. I'm going to make a 20K day today. You guys stick around, I get 20K today. New friends, don't forget to sub to the channel. And don't forget, you guys using our prop firm partners, use the Rocket Scooter code everywhere you go. We get 30% off of everything. Tradeify, everything, take profit. We get the best deals anywhere. We get better deals than any influencer out there. We're tier 1 status. We actually do as much business as most of them. They give us the best. And they give us 40 free accounts to give away every month, and I buy a whole lot more. So every time we get 500 people, I give away a funded account with Tradeify. You guys come here every day. You got to be here every day. I'm going to start changing the time up just so people don't show. We notice a giveaway time, like 50 people show up and then they leave, which is cool. We're going to make the giveaway random, so you have to be here. So it's no longer going to be at 11. It's going to be random times going forward. Go 6 micros, go. Let's see if we get back above MHP, baby. Come on. Get back up there. Get back up there. I'm just gonna hold until the end of the day. Why not? Worst case scenario is I lose $1,000, which I'm okay with. Whatever. I'm okay with that. I'm okay losing $1,000. I'm okay with that. Do it now, LOL, and then they win. Yeah, they come 20K. Give. And another, if I make 20K today profit, well, I'm actually only trading these 6 micros, so I don't know if I can make 20K with them. If I make 20K today, I'll give away a free lifetime, which means I got to get to 19,999 and cut my profits for I have to give you guys 4,000 of it. Neto, go Matt. What's up, man? All right, guys, vote. Vote today. Everyone vote. Sorry, vote. All right, I need you guys to vote. And hit the like button while you're at it. We had a big crowd here today. Wow, we broke our stream record. 540 people today, right out the door. Even with liquidity maps being down, you guys are still hanging in here. See how I have to use the best available tools even when our stuff is coming through very slowly? I still got to do the best I can with what I got. You know what I mean? Because overnight dynamics, it's what I got. I said, remember that. MHP is what I got. I don't cry when my dog runs away. I don't get angry at the bills I have to pay. Don't get angry when my mom smokes pot. Hits the bottle and is right to the rock. YouTube gonna ban my channel for singing about Brad Noel's mom smoking crack. Victor, no Arby's card. Do you get Arby's in Germany? No, that would be like an absolute insult to people in Germany who literally invented like meat. Germany invented meat. I don't know if you guys know that. We never ate meat until the Germans came along. At all. We ate what we thought was meat, but we basically ate dead animals. Germans created meat. Have you ever had meat? Thank the Germans for it. Barbecue was invented by the Germans. Smoked sausage, right? We have sausage and all kind of meat. So essentially, the barbecue you guys all enjoy in the United States was brought over here by the Germans, and they settled in Texas, of all places, and then they started this barbecue revolution like hundreds of years ago. Bratwurst and sausages, but they're meat grilling techniques, smoking meats. That was like a German thing. So there's a bunch of like German settlement towns in Texas, like New Braunfels and others in that area, Fredericksburg. And you go out like west in like Taylor and Lockhart, Texas. You have the original German families that settled. The Cruise Market, the big famous barbecue place down there. Or you got the Muellers, those guys, all the different Texas barbecue families. German immigrants. They brought the meat smoking techniques from Germany. And Arby's would be an insult to delicious German smoked meats and sausages. So basically, yeah. And if you go out in West Texas, there's like it looks like the houses and the architecture, they look like little German villages. It's actually pretty adorable. It's a cute little road trip people take all the time. And then you're like, oh yeah, because every time I go to a German restaurant, it's just like meat and sausage. You're like, oh, that does make sense. And then we started smoking like, since we have a lot of cow here, like a lot of, then we started smoking brisket and things like that. Same techniques. Come on, 6 micros. Stop fucking around. Oh, we hit QQQ MHP, that's why. Okay. We still need to pick up some steam to get back above MHP. It's going to take a little bit to get there. We'll cross our fingers and hope we do. Checking video while we're waiting. It's like having it's like having a Pizza Hut in Italy. It'd be like having an Arby's in Germany. Exactly. Well, look at that. Little red candles coming off of that. Market's trying to move. Key support levels in here. QQQ has no liquidity pockets down here, but on the monthly map, it looked pretty solid. Actually, we do. That's really far. 480 points lower. That's about 180. Holy shit, that's far. Okay. I'm not even drawing it so far away. So we're not back to good until we break this orange line. We need to get above here, and the market's going to pick up momentum. Until then, it's going to chop around in here. It's going to take a while to get there. Basically, we're going to have to see if European markets close. And we did close off a key yellow line. 5317 on the S&P was also a key support. VIX is trying to climb and got slammed back down. We just have a good, solid liquidity pocket at this 5,300 level. I think the market's rejecting that because I think a lot of people have these 5,300 puts on this retracement on the move upside. So I think the market's going to try to maybe trap some bulls today and squeeze out some of that put theta because we do have Friday expiration coming up tomorrow. And in the meantime, I'm $120 richer. What should I buy for lunch today? Schnitzel. Dude, I love a good schnitzel. You know, in my mom's hometown in Pearland, and it's like a city in Houston, there's a place in Houston. This guy keeps trying, bless his heart, he keeps trying to open German restaurants, and I go every single time he opens it, called King's Beer Garden. He's opened 2 of them, and both of them have failed. But I'm like their only customer. I love German food, beer hall. I'll go out there and I'll eat friggin' Jaeger Schnitzel every day. I can eat that every day. I can eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Unfortunately, it's just not a huge drive for it, so they ultimately closed down and turned into like regular bars. So the one in Pearland, in my mom's hometown, I went this weekend. We all went to hang out with the family and stuff, and it actually turned into like a tiki bar and crawfish place.
which is what's popular with my fellow chubby suburbanites. We love our tiki drinks and our salty crawfish. Schnitzel is so dry. Yeah, you got to get like Jaeger schnitzel or something with like the good sauce on the top of it. Tasty. All right, 6 micros. Don't break my heart today. QQQ right on the edge of MHP. If we do break MHP and get some momentum, this is it on QQQ. This is the make or break today for the market. Let's watch QQQ and see if things are going good. Resilience is not changing. As a matter of fact, it's getting slightly worse, which I don't like to see. So some of the stocks are picking up some selling pressure, but we'll just see if we get the squeezy squeeze. Tommy, the one on TC Jester was so good. Bro, I know, right? It was like the one right at the northwest edge of the heights. And you had one in Pearland too, but I think it's like a, it's something else now. It was like right in the corner of that little strip center. It was super good. Yeah. Get a beer and a brat. Close out the week. Tradeovate is telling you need to subscribe in order to trade. They're making you buy data probably. Swervy, are you trading in a prop firm or you have like a real brokerage account with Tradeify? What are you trying to do? $3.6K, yes sir. Gamma, can you stop making money and leave some for the rest of us, bro? Come on. Leave some of them profits for us. Making my $500 with my micros not look so hot. Good job, bro. Nice with your calls today. Shorting out the door, then long at the bottom. So I'm up about $15,000 today. If I get 20K, I'll give you guys a lifetime drawing. How about that? We'll do a giveaway in about 45 minutes or 30 minutes. MHP QQQ. This is it. This is the rocket. If we break this, it's the rocket. I was so happy when we were supporting it and then breaking it and now getting above it. This is it. This is it. If we do this, this is the bottom. I'll move the text right here just in case it goes above. Let me see if I can't. Wait a minute. This is the time it's needed. More than ever. Isn't it? Is this the time? Is this the time? I got these like weird glasses that IDOT gave me. This song has never failed to push the market up when it's playing. Never failed once. This is the day we need to save the market. People don't know that we played the song 2 days ago and the market rallied yesterday. So let's see. The hype song. Let's get it. Rich embedded magic powers into this song, I swear to God. How's Pickle, by the way? Somebody asked. Pickle's doing good. He's still a little woozy from the medicine, but he's actually doing okay. He's not being wimpy about it. He's eating well. You can tell he's in a little bit of pain now that the anesthesia's worn off. The painkillers are wearing off. Thanks for saying your prayers for Pickle. He's doing good. Let's see, as the hype is building, that we get a green candle that should go straight up. Trump, tweet us something. I call on you, Trump, to tweet us something. Come on, baby. Tweet us something. Upside target, if it does move, we have an illiquidity pocket here. If we break liquidity pocket, we're running to the races. JTR is like, I'll see himself out, not feeling nutty today. I can't even see with the damn pink glasses on today. Those are the IDOT glasses, yeah. Something positive, let's be clear. Okay, Kate, Kristen's right. Trump needs to tweet something about bettering conditions with this trade war. China and I are working out a deal. Let's hear that today. China and I are working out a deal. Hopefully, let's say that. Waiting for SPY? Yeah, SPY is the last one. Let's watch SPY now. The problem is SPY open below. So SPY actually has to have an MHP break to go. So maybe Nasdaq can carry it, but we're not getting a lot of power from the stocks. Let me close this micro straight out and try one more time on the break itself. I'm just going to wait. I'm not going to buy the dip. I'm going to get the break. I'm going to chase it with minis. So I pocketed that 600 bucks. Oh, hold on. Wait. That's more than 14 too. Let me update this. Wait, we got to play one more time. You gotta play it twice. Market's like, come on, keep it coming. Keep it coming. I'm too lazy to add it up. How much did I make? How much is that? I told you guys if I made 20K, I'll give out a lifetime membership. 4,000 bucks. See, this is the stream that gives back. I take all the affiliate revenue we make and I buy you guys funded accounts with it. I already have money. I don't need $1 million extra a year from affiliate sales. I'm gonna give it to you guys. 15,000. Not bad. These are my Tradeify straight to funded accounts. Guys, if it's your first day in the Rocket Scooter stream, feel free to subscribe to this. I'm the actual CEO of this trading platform you see on my screen. We're pioneers in the gamma exposure industry. We've created a whole new technique and actually identify market maker options in the mix of all of our options data. We're currently in a gamma negative spot for monthlies on S&P. This is actually not the best. Negative monthly gamma is resistance pressure from 5380. Problematic. If we break, which is 3 slashes, if we break, it's major. If we break. Here to DD band is a huge trade. Could be an 80-point run if we break. Problem is, this breaking is gonna be a really hard thing. So we're playing this song. This is called the Monkey Paw song. You guys remember like The Simpsons or any of the TV shows that had the monkey paw? I think Rick and Morty had one. You find a dehydrated monkey paw in an old antique shop, and you make a wish, and when the fingers curls, and the wish comes true. But then like, there's an ironic twist to it, like something bad happens for the good wish that you have. Like you wish for a fancy car, but then the world runs out of gas, you know, something like that. So the monkey paw, the spiritual, supernatural part of it giveth, but taketh away somewhere else. So maybe it will give us a bull market and take it away from China. But when we played the song for the first time, it was such a hype song, the market rallied, and we figured out that the song has 5 uses, as we've determined. And we'd use them at the best time as needed to wish that the market goes higher. Trust me, I teach this in my bootcamp. This is my real technical analysis. I wish and gamble on monkey paws. China's not calling? Yeah, they're not. I hope they do, though. Ready? We got to pump our fists, though, when it gets to this. Ready? You guys know, if I had like a really good singing voice, I just have an okay one. I'd love to sing in like a hair metal band or a prog rock band. Ooh, nice. If I could do that. I can't even sing that high. Rise back to positive. That's good. Key gamma exposure low. If we break this, the S&P is going to rally 80 points if we break this. So that's good. Oh man, that song, I like that song more and more every single day. See, once I stop playing it, there's a red candle. But we can listen to it all day. I'll pump it one more time when we get MHP. Come on. Come on. Nasdaq is here at the level. So negative gamma, positive gamma is going to create a little bit of pressure. So down here, there is resistance pressure. Nasdaq open above, it wants to stay above. So we should be good. Gamma positive. So on the break is positive territory. Nasdaq is picking up some steam. Nasdaq resilience is slightly above zero, and though it lost a little bit of steam. But we're in a liquidity pocket, EST on S&P, which is good. Right above here, S&P is going to tap this in a second. We're going to see what's going to happen. So this is the key level. Everybody knows that, right? So key level is the orange line. So rally and crash is literally right here. You guys know it, right? 5380. This is how good our stuff is. That's the level to note. Your guess is as good as mine, guys. QQ broke. Yeah. In the meantime, while we're chilling, do me a favor, everyone. Everyone smash that like button really quick. Hit it like it owes you money. There's that negative gamma picking back in on the monthlies. Still a lot of selling pressure from here. Liquidity pocket on SPY, though. Every single time trade is always a possible long setup from here. Should I just play for funsies at LP every single time? Sure. Why not? One mic, one mini. Small-ish. Small enough. And let's just play on it. I'll give up $1,000 of the 15,000 just to have one mini to ride in case we hit the liquidity pocket rally. But again, it's such a tight run inside of here, but I'll take the EST trade every time. We'll just kind of chill on it.
Hit the like button. Rocket scooter. Yeah. Rocket scooter. Yeah. Hit the like button.
Hang tight for a minute. I'm going to go to the restroom. Don't go anywhere. Be back in 5 minutes. In the meantime, hit the like button. And 300 likes, we do our giveaway. Be back in 3 minutes. Market's not picking up any momentum from here. I don't like it. Yeah, too much pressure on that side of the day. Got a haircut yesterday. Getting sharp again. So I grabbed a liquidity pocket trade. I trade this every single time from here to here. This is one-to-one trades. I'm just playing with $500. 500 if I win. Actually, no. 1,000 if I win. 1,000 if I lose. 20-20. Rate our likes, guys. I got 15 minutes to do it. Why does this keep opening on that screen? Oh, because they did the boot camp on that screen. That's why. All right. 300 likes. Let's go. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of love from the stocks from here. It's not looking super hot. I don't like it. But European close is going to be a telltale sign of what we get. QQQ trying to hold MHP a second time and it didn't work. No good. Key level here on S&P. I'm only trading on this one account. That's it. Just one account. Just to take a tap. What do y'all think? It's not hot. This isn't good. Not good. There is a lot of liquidity in here, though, which is good. You watch Hong Kong news, all the California wine piled up with nowhere to go. It's getting sold for 50% off. Wow. Said I'm up or down 1,000 in this account on this one if I get it. So we're roughly right on my stop loss, which would be here. I'm going for a 1-to-1 trade, 1,000 down, 1,000 up on the LP. So I always trade the LPs, but we're gonna wait on this just to see. SPY does have resistance at hedge pressure. It's not an MHP break. It's just it doesn't have the pressure to bump over MHP today. That's what I don't like. On days like yesterday, it just takes a little bit for the market to digest it. But this kind of setup doesn't look too hot. But we need more Trump enthusiasm today. I think you still at that opening pivot we've been sitting at all morning. We've barely traveled anywhere. I've been seeing IDOC this morning. I bet you she's still sleeping because she got up at 6:30 yesterday to take Pickle to the vet. So we had our dog snipped yesterday, if you know what I mean. I'm not talking about a haircut. So they made you get market data to trade. Are you sure? I'm going to close that out. They made you get market data to trade. Usually you don't need market data to trade. That's weird. Who was this? Was this with a real account or a prop account? At least level 1 data should be included with your prop stuff. With your real account. That's baloney. You shouldn't need market data to trade. That's stupid. You might need market data to populate your DOM, but you should be able to call your broker and execute an order or order on a platform with delayed data. You don't have to have. It's actually not legal for them to make you buy data. The SEC requires brokers to provide you 15-minute free data for transparency. But either case, you only get level 1 if you go buy anything. Don't buy anything expensive. You don't need level 2 data or any of that junk. Don't let the broker upsell you on stuff. So are you doing Swervy? Are you doing level 1 data? See on my screen, there's just a bid and ask off to the right. This is level 1 data. You don't need anything else to trade. Buy the bare minimum. You don't mind $12 a month? Yeah, that's about it. But the thing is you don't even have to buy data to fill an order. You don't actually have to buy data to trade. The order doesn't care what kind of data feed you have. Data feed is just displaying the data on your charts. You can have 15-minute delayed data and still fire off orders, which is required by law to be free by the SEC. So you're allowed to have delayed data with any broker, and they're not allowed to charge you for it. If you really want to go for free 99, you go out there and get that free 15-minute delayed data. But that's good that you got up and running for 14 bucks a month. Not bad. Data is delayed if you don't buy it. Yeah, and you can still throw in orders. The orders will be, your limit orders won't work too well because, you know, well, your limit order is, I don't know how would a limit order work on delayed data. Would the trigger be from the real, well, I guess a limit order, a stop loss. A limit order would be fine. A limit order goes to the books, regardless of if you have delayed data or not. But a stop loss, I'm curious if the stop loss is triggered by your delayed data feed, whereas the market order fires at the real market because it doesn't know what the real market stop is. Yeah, so stops wouldn't work on delayed data. It's data, not data. Decaying the IV from these options. I honestly think what it's trying to do is there's a lot of people going out there buying these 5,300 puts in SPY, especially monthlies. And I think they're trying to bleed it. I don't know why they wouldn't be holding the bid higher to shake out or to bring in a lot of bulls. If they're trying to provide liquidity, or sorry, create liquidity here off of this up move, that they would be moving the market higher to bring bulls to the table. So I think right now they're shaking out longs to scare people out of the market. And people that bought yesterday or bought at the end of the day yesterday, they're just trying to nuke them before the market does move. I think that does happen on days like this. People jumping in like the close of yesterday and buying calls and stuff. Like, we're seeing a couple of people on Twitter make $1 million and you're going to go all in long at the end of the day yesterday. I'm perfectly flat right now. I've got no positions out there. Chilling. So my bet is that within a month, Trump does something good again. And that's what I'm hoping for. I'm going to be using today, tomorrow, the next day to kind of pile into some options trades. And I always tell you guys after I get into the trade what trade I made, because I don't want people to congest my trade. My big options plays are usually top secret. I'm just letting you know today, tomorrow, next day, this week, I'm going to be entering into my big options plays. So new target's 1470 GDX. Learn that. Short gold is your top trade. It's your shorting gold, Joe? Really? As strong as gold is, that's ballsy, but it's always ballsy to be the first one in on something. Gold has had an impressive run, a very impressive run. 5,300 inbound. There's a liquidity pocket, bear zone top, and it does look like it's trying to test it. Market, I don't think the market's going to crash today, but I think the market might drop a little bit lower. You're in short. Cool, Joe. Yeah, good luck with your trade, man. Let us know how it works. I don't trade gold, so if you're right, it could be big. How can research get options trade as well? Well, we've moved into liquidity pockets on monthly maps. So here, let me give you a trick. Let's use SPY as an example. Okay. The market now spelled out the month for you, okay? Let me show you guys a trick. That's how you find your $1 million options play if there is one. SPY has moved into a liquidity pocket. We've got here this week and here next week, okay? So as long as we don't lose 500 SPY, right, which is where these LPs are. Oops, let me draw this a little better. As long as we don't lose 500, it has to go below 500 in the next 2 weeks to be bearish again. So if we get something like this, on that red candle, I'm going to buy my options. Does that make sense? You get it? Starting today, at the end of the day today, and always buy your options at the end of the day when you're reversing the market, because you want that. You don't want to fight the theta. You want to buy as it's falling. End of the day, end of the day, end of the day. I'm going to buy calls all the way down to here to some level. And usually you look for the next gap fill to fill. And then what time you get is the secret. So how long does it take to get there? Like I say, if I put $100,000 into this trade, if this is the bottom and it falls and falls again and falls again, and it does bottom here on liquidity, and then I just close everything out here if we fall below 500. This from here to here turns 100,000 into like 1.5 million. It's like a 15x trade. So I've got liquidity pocket as we've moved into here over the next, and then again, you have liquidity pocket all through here over the next month. So if the market is bullish from here, we have a floor in the market. Do y'all see it? Does everyone see it? Do we all see it? Does everyone see on my screen the floor in the market? Y'all see it? Shark bait. Well, you need to learn the monthly maps. I want to teach you. But the people that learn the monthly maps, you guys see the floor in the market, right? It's a liquidity pocket. So if we break this level, then the market's back to being crashing market. But over the month scale, this goes all the way to May 1st. There is a liquidity pocket, and liquid markets don't crash. Okay. So if we do fall below this key level, then the market's going to continue to crash. So in the meantime, what I'm expecting is the market's going to test whatever happened today short, and we fall, and we fall, and we fall, and we end up maybe like right there. This is the level for me to build longs on over this period of time. So my bet is over the next 2 months that we don't break 500 SPY. See what I'm saying? So a liquidity pocket, for those of you that don't know, is a space between a bear and a bull zone. Liquidity pockets are very, very, very strong bull supports. Okay, very strong. Liquid markets don't crash. As a matter of fact, today's low is 520. There's still a liquidity pocket there. So if the market falls to 520, the S&P is going to have a very hard time selling below it. Okay. And so another thing to note on the chart, if you see right here, there is a support all the way down in here. And the bear zone is sort of deteriorating a little bit as of yesterday's move. This is actually short squeeze as well. So while today may very well like fall and test and try to find lows, but inside of here, whatever we get, if we recapture this liquidity pocket, I'm planning for a 500 area too long big. Okay, as an example of this one. QQQ. The exit target and the timing is the bigger thing. And then I just click, and QQQ is so much easier to see as well. You see the same thing, right? QQQ has a support at 420 all through here. So inside of here, it's going to have a hard time breaking that. So now that we push in the bull territory, any retesting down in here is the big support to trade off of. So we're going to wait on that. You guys see what I'm saying? So now all the key components are there for a literally $1 million hand me out. It's all there. Well, so you get the expiration, the target, everything. That's like my proprietary method. I can't tell you which options I'm going to get. I'll tell you after I get in the trade once it's not crowded. But once I'm in, I usually with my big options trade, I did the same thing in 2022. My big options trade, I'm repeating the same thing. It's $1 million trade if I get it right. So if we bottom out at those levels, then it's $1 million. So the question becomes how I get in, which means at the end of the day today, at the end of the day tomorrow, at the end of the day Friday, I'm going to average in to the same option that I'm buying until we hit that level. And if we break that level, then I just pause out. If I lose 50 grand or I lose 100 grand, I lose 100 grand. But if I win, I 15x my money. So if this is the bottom, I'll 15x my money. And the target and the expiration is a very secretive thing I do, but I'll show you what I do after I do it. Unfortunately, one of the things I don't do is share my biggest plays with people, because very true. If you have something that works, why would you share it with people? And I don't. That's daddy's money. So, but I'll share with you after I get in, so it's no longer crowded. I don't want you guys crowding the options I'm going to buy. And legally, I don't want you guys to think I'm giving you investment advice. I literally can't do that either. But once I'm finally in the trade, I'll tell you guys this is the trade I'm in. For options, Weeble. What dated options? Can't tell you. Can't tell you the date. Can't tell you the strike price. I'm telling you the technique. At the end of the day today, the end of the day tomorrow, the end of the day Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, I'm going to buy them when they're cheaper, buy them when they're cheaper, buy them when they're cheaper. I have a strike price in mind. I have to buy them every day. And let me ask you guys why this. Why would I not just wait for that level? Why would I buy them every day and then cost average into it? Just as a quick question, why do you think I would do that? Ooh, it's time for the giveaway in a second. I'm spreading the risk out, correct. And I'm betting that Trump comes in and does something else to improve the trade war. So I'm betting on a random news event reversal as well. This one caught me off guard that I wanted to be long in. This is where I would have already started doing that, but I didn't have liquidity pocket support to buy from. Trump threw this kind of like curveball at everybody in the middle of a bear run. So I didn't get a proven support, but fundamentally the news is bullish. Most bullish thing I've heard. And then I want to basically be in case it takes off early. Yeah, so I want to average in. 2-week expiry options. There's a trick on what I use to pick the expiration. And actually what I'm going to do, if you guys are in our boot camp, at the end of this boot camp series, which is in 10 days, I'll tell you guys, I'll teach you the technique I use. It's like I just don't want y'all to crowd my trade. See, that's the thing. People will listen to what I do and try to do it. So I don't want people crowding my trade up. Oh, we only have 308 likes. How about that? If I tell everybody the option I'm gonna get or the expiration between now and tomorrow, you guys are gonna drive the premium up. I don't want people copying what I do. Trust me. All right, giveaway in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Today is Stratify. Funded account. Stratify today. We're at a liquidity pocket. Market's still stable here. Arizona top is one place I do like to trade from. But as a trick when you're swinging options and cost basis averaging in, you know, trading at the end of the day is a little riskier that you'll miss your move, but it's always better form to pile into any option you buy speculatively out of the money options. You want to buy them at the end of the day, like the very last moment of the day. Just because theta is going to start piling on really rapidly and devaluing your option. You don't want like if I were to buy the option at the start of the day today and then the day just held flat, the option would lose 20% of its value. 10% of its value. So it's kind of like don't buy a brand new car. Don't let the asset depreciate in someone else's hand before you get it. So buy your options at the end of the day if you're swinging, always. Especially if you're trying to build a cost basis lower. End of the day, end of the day, end of the day. Or even split it up, half the beginning, half at the end, half the beginning, half the end. But make sure that you at least put the theta loss in someone else's hands, and that's not a bad sign. Liquidity pocket is going to have a hard time crashing the market out. Resilience is not getting any better, too, so we're not getting any love from any of the stocks here. But, man, thank you guys for staying here all day. We have a huge turnout today. 500 viewers all the way until the giveaway. I love it. Thank you for joining the team. People here, question, whose first day is it on the stream today? What brought you here? I'm curious. What brought you guys here? If it's your first time today or first time this week, like what brought you here? How'd you hear about us? You following the journey, my journey to 150K profits in Tradeify? That's what you see on my screen. I'm a funded trader with Elite Trader funding with a live elite account. So I'm a live funded trader with those guys. I'm pushing to become a live funded trader with Tradeify. This is my straight to funded account. I've taken 27,000 payouts already this year, and I've got 70K sitting there ready to go. So I'm almost halfway to my goal of 150. But yeah, how'd you guys hear about us? Second day, Elaine. Cool. How'd you hear about this group? First couple days ago, just want to see what's up with some of the lives. Seem to be knowledgeable. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. First couple days here, Swervy. Your first time trading, but you've learned many on years how to trade the right way. So Swervy, you're trading a real account or a prop? Oh, you said real account, right? Your first time trading futures in a prop account, a real account. Be careful in high volatile environments like this. I can't give you trading advice, but I'll recommend something for you. Just trade micros when you get started. For months, if not a year. You're fed to you by the YouTube AI algorithm. Oh, nice. I'm curious. YouTube is starting, since December. I don't know. YouTube's been rewarding our channel for whatever reason. Me and another friend of mine, another big influencer guy, we were both chit-chatting the other day about just the prop world and whatever. And he's like, dude, something changed in YouTube. He's like, December, they changed something. He's like, because in December, I started showing up on everybody's recommended feeds and getting a lot of traction. And same thing here. We got our stream blew up to 5 times its size overnight, literally overnight. And it was like, what's going on? YouTube algorithm must have just either fed us into an A/B test and we passed. And, I think the algorithm probably does this. It probably every once in a while recommends you to a bunch of people and tests and sees if it takes off just to kind of find viral stuff. But dude, we went viral super quick. So if I'm showing up on your recommended on YouTube, that's what I'm curious about. Search gamma exposure online. Oh, very nice. How much do I pay on property taxes? It's like 25 grand a year, I think, for our house, something like that. I pay like 25 grand a year. Oh, you just bought the house in December, so this is the first year we're gonna pay. First time in stream because I heard that some guy named Matt is amazing. Did iDoc tell you that I was amazing? She's so nice. I was distracted petting your cat and missed the long. It's still in a weird spot right now, to be honest. We're not getting any push from the stocks. This white line on my screen right here is still below 0. You want to see that white line above 0 to get some momentum in the stocks. This is actually kind of not so good today. As much as you want to see it good, the market very much recovers right here and goes. I'm so surprised that on a move like yesterday, then it immediately opened with a bull trap, like a gap up, right? The majority of the stocks sold off and gapped down overnight, but I think it's because it was a 10% move. Had this been like a 3 or 4% move, we would have gapped up and traded up and then trapped bulls at the open and then sold off. That's typical of big moves. But maybe this move was just too big that they immediately had to bleed out some call theta for people that jumped in at the end of the day yesterday. I think that's what they're doing. But the fact is that the market actually gapped down low enough that we didn't actually get any momentum to the upside today. So I find it kind of odd that Wall Street's not trying to trap any bulls from here. If it was a true bear market, you would want to at least provide exit liquidity to the bears. So you'd want to at least raise the price so people are selling to the people are buying into the shorts rather than the dealers are having to catch the other side of the bill. But whatever. But probably because it's a 10% move. There's a lot of millionaires on paper right now from yesterday that they got to squeeze out and scare them out of the long, which is probably what we're going to see the next 2 or 3 days. Maybe that. Ooh, Texas property tax rates are pretty high. Yeah, they're pretty high. That's insane for property taxes. Yeah, Probably so. All right, so we have $1 million house, so it's gonna be high. And we have like we're in like the bougie part of town where it's gonna be higher relative to everyone else too. You found out by random YouTube algorithm, so YouTube is recommending us. That's what I thought. YouTube's throwing us out to people, which is crazy. There's no state income tax known out here, which is good. That makes it better. But no state income tax. Just the federal. And I don't make a lot of money either, you know, for the income tax. My businesses make a fortune. I don't make a lot. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Now, there's no way I can navigate my trading results or my trading profits outside of the 60-40 rule, but I could trade through an S corp. Some people do that, but I've never set it up to do that. Although the problem is the oh no, that's okay. Brokos probably went for rocket scooter tattoo so he can get a write off. Oh yeah, he did get a tattoo, didn't he? Honestly, you guys want you want to know my take on things? If we survive a liquidity pocket at 1030, do this, we're gonna go. So one final little dip to LP. I might take it one more time. Spy at the bottom. Just with some micros, maybe. Again, one more time. What's up?
I heard someone lying all the way downstairs.
What up, girl? Oh, I forgot to get juice today.
Want me to get it for you? This
Oh.
is my juice.
Oh.
Because you haven't been drinking juice.
No, I keep forgetting about it. What was I lying?
I heard you lying from all the way downstairs.
How could you hear me lying from all the way downstairs? I wasn't lying that loud.
I heard you saying, did iDogTalk ever tell you guys that I'm awesome?
What the? Are you kidding me?
I didn't hear anything else. I just heard that.
You don't tell people I'm awesome? Vic, whoa! Hey, buddy. Okay, you are in good spirits today. Hey, watch out for your guy here, buddy. How you doing? You looking good? You all right? He's whimpering a little bit. You hurting, bud? Your nuts hurting? Your nut holes?
Let me give him his pain meds before I leave.
All right.
You want me to grab you one? Okay.
Thank you. Where you going?
Huh?
Where you going?
Where?
Where at?
Bel Air. Like
How long you
6:10.
gonna go? How long you gonna go?
Probably a couple hours. And then I'm gonna get a haircut right after.
Okay.
And I'll come back and stream.
Okay.
But can you hold him while you trade?
He's gonna jump.
Okay.
The minute you walk away, I'll show you. Ready? Watch. See? He doesn't want to see here. Later. He got his stuff clipped yesterday. I've got no positions on right now. Nothing. What's NVIDIA doing? NVIDIA's still okay. Microsoft. Apple's breaking MHP. Oh, yeah. Well, it started below and tried to break above. Yeah, this doesn't look good for the rest of the day. That's kind of weird. This actually might pull back. I'm not any position right now, so I'm waiting. I get one spot to maybe take a liquidity pocket trade on SPY with some micros if I wanted to take any risk at all. It is roughly 6 points lower from here, so about 55.03 is that bounce level. There's on top. So this is where the actual liquidity is lost in the market. If there is somebody that's like, ooh, I want to buy the dip, this will be the only option that's available today. You guys ready to do the giveaway? Let's get it front center. Tradeify, straight to funded. Let's wait a second because I might want to buy this liquidity pocket though. I always do. But I'm already way up. I mean, like, what am I gonna do but lose money if I'm wrong? I don't need to make any more today. Choices. Liquidity pockets are really strong. Let me get a red candle and I'll put something on it. And again, if the market's crashing out, we'll lose this level. And from here, it's just 40 more points in the S&P. And this is just a scalp. I don't know if I could put like some micros on it. All right, guys, tap that Tradeify in chat. This is like everyone's so serious about the market being crazy. We're not dancing or being crazy today. At least I can do the spin move. Hold on. No, back up. I can do the spin move. I do it every time. You ever seen the spin move? Like, the glasses are here, and I spin around. Glasses are on. I do the spin move every time. Wait, the money printer. Do it with me. Cranking that money printer. Yeah, and like dollar bills are like flying out of your money printer. And we're not like making it rain in a strip club. The money printer is literally a machine that JPal has, and you crank it and it spits out dollar bills and invents money on the fly. No, it looks like a typewriter with a swivel handle on it. I don't know. I need to bring you into the world of trading so that the memes are funny to you. You know, the joke being that the Federal Reserve prints money, which is actually what they do as a job anyways, but prints more money than they need to keep the market going. All right, guys, Tradeify, funded account. One of you is about to become a funded trader in the next 1 minute. Whoever you are, congratulations. If you win, send me a message in Discord. You got 24 hours to message me, and I'll send you the code. Hey, you want to get a cigarette? Let's see. I think Pickle's doing better. Let's look it back. Joao! Yo! Congrats, man. Yeah, this is correct. Congrats, man. Yes, sir. All right, you sent me a message Discord. You are a funded trader at Tradeify now. Good job. Ooh. Ooh, take the micros here. Couple micros. 4 micros. Feels nice and cool in here. What happened? Ooh, that's very nice. And that's what happens is that it stays cooking all day. And then it's trying desperately to cool this room off. But by doing so, it cools the rest of the house off. Yeah. Probably. Put some micros on this liquidity packet. Just micros. That's it. One account. Put some micros. LP. We lose that LP. Market's going to die today, though. Hopefully this is the bottom. So we're looking to see if this is it. But the lower it goes, the better off I am for my bigger trade. So I'm good. Thank you for the juice, man. Like I said, I don't need to short it on the way down. I'm just taking little long stabs. I did that all night tonight. It's made $15,000. Popping little long stabs at this. This is just a trade from here to here if I get it. 4 micros, that's it. But just a couple $100 here and there. I'm playing with the 15,000 I made. Congrats, man, on your funded account. He's in good spirits today. We're not getting any overnight love from Europe. It'd been nice if we did, though. I'm glad I didn't go in there and like buy the dip at the end of the day yesterday, or buy at the end of the day yesterday. I'm waiting today to average in to, I mean, to start averaging into a position. Uh, 5278 lower level on S&P. Lower red line as well. So support here. Clone this 5278. If you were to ask me to pick a low for an illiquid reversal, like if we lose a liquidity pocket, it wouldn't be here. So this is the last particular retrace from yesterday's move. This right here. This could be today's target. If LP doesn't hold, which hoping we'll see if we get a little scalp off of that. About 20 points lower. Not bad. Ooh. Where are you going to eat lunch today? Are you taking them lunch? Oh, okay. Okay, we'll have chili. What do you like? Is it hot outside or is it cold outside? Can we go to the pool or no? Sweet. Okay. You're gonna juice to these people? How will you get it to them? I think it's a great idea.
We'll ship overnight, so y'all can drink your juice together in the morning while you drink.
Will you support our juice business, guys?
Save your health. I've saved Matt's health with it.
That's true. What will we name our juice company?
Go ahead, tell them. Tell them.
Tell them what?
Tell them what you would name.
No, this isn't Twitch. You can't make jokes on YouTube. They're inappropriate.
That's not inappropriate.
Jesus Christ, shut up. You can't. It's not Twitch where you can be a shithead. I got banned for having ginger beer in my freaking thing. Rocket juicer. That'd actually be kind of funny. No, I did. I got banned for a day by having ginger beer in here, and they were like, "We saw that you had beer, and alcohol is prohibited And I was like, ginger beer is a soda, bro. And they were like, oh, our bad. Here's your 5 years of hard work back that we just turned off overnight. You can get away with stuff on Twitch. You can't with YouTube. They're so not cool.
Rocket juice. Let's just keep it at that.
Rocket Juicer. Rocket Juiced.
Like a rocket ship logo.
Rocket Juiced. That sounds kind of cool. We come up with like saucy names for our juice company, but this one was too saucy. She forgets on Twitch, they can say whatever they want. They're lucky over there. On YouTube, we're professionals here. We have to maintain a professional atmosphere. You gotta remember that sometimes. Her stream was so funny. Did y'all watch her make Brazilian cheese bread last night? She burned the house down. I'm up here.
He's trading, and all he hears is beep, beep.
And she's like, help. And I was like, I'm not helping you. I'm busy making money. I was like, just fan the smoke detectors with a towel. Yeah, it was last night. We're disguised professional. Okay. Bye. Literally, we come up with like really non-PC names for a juice company. It would certainly offend people. So she's okay with doing. She don't care. I'm a respectable business owner. We can't have offensive juice company names. Scooter Juice. That sounds kind of cool. The Texas Question Daily. Winter in the AM, summer in the PM, and spring shows up between. Somewhere between. That's right. It's basically what it is like most of the days. How come Pickles doesn't have the cone of shame? He did. We took it off because he was hating it. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Josh, for deleting that. That was weird. Somebody's cat must have been running across the keyboard or something. I don't know. We're distinguished professionals. We are distinguished professionals here. Pocket is fighting for us. I know. Hang in there, baby. Trying to. It's looking like it's going to break, but we do have 78 down at the bottom over here. Do some micros at it again. About 12 points lower. I'm going to double down on the micros. And again, only off of resistances that are very important. It would be crazy to see this market absolutely die out, though, today. We'll see. Now, this might be a second digestion day off of yesterday. But this is the most bullish news I've ever seen, like, as far as for the United States. It's really good. And I don't know why people are buying, but I guess you need more of an event to kind of create a move. This is a big retrace off of yesterday's move. Just technical in nature, I think. Technical to bleed out premium and options, I think. I don't think we're going to drop 5,300 for long today. LP on SPY is a target 520. This QQQ has one. Yeah, we're right by it. So Nasdaq have a setup here. Like I say, I trust the president's buy the dip message. 18,208. That's pretty far below here, though. I'm just stabbing with micros if I can find something. An LP at about 40 points lower on Nasdaq. So about 440 liquidity pocket on Nasdaq. So let's mark that. $420. This is Nasdaq's attempt at finding liquidity. add some more to that. I'm just swinging it inside of here. This will be for a 120 point move up if we get it. So this could be the liquidity pockets are usually going to find support. Let's see if we get it. That's pretty close on that. Let's see how close we got. Still here. Oh, I am a little early on that. These are just trading micros. A couple $100. Nothing crazy. Right here on the edge. There it is. There's the tap. It's just more like right here. Here's the level. All right, so I just put some micros on this just to see if we get a liquidity pocket bounce. I'm going to add right more near 400 at my stop, and then 400 is where I'm going to stop if I'm wrong. So this is a trade set up here. I don't even have one mini on the table. 400 is a stop. I always long liquidity pockets just because I want to take a stab that the market finds some pressure there. But today is just not getting a lot of love on the bull side just yet. But we'll see. That is my support. Like about right here, about 430. Here it is. I take a stab at every liquidity pocket I can find. Liquidity pockets information is on the Rocket Suiter platform. Here, let me give it to you. That's a good long. Here, you go here, get a little more information. It's a 3-to-1 trade, this one. If there is anything. It goes to about 550. I'm completely surprised to see the market move. It'd be funny if the market just absolutely fell all the way back down to where it started yesterday. So this is about a 3-to-1 setup. Not too bad. Well, I just have to take a little bit of time to wrap its head around what happened yesterday. Like I said, yesterday was such bullish news in general, and I think the obvious trades for everybody to long. So I think they're trying to scare some people out of longing. That's all I'm thinking. Shake out some last minute longs at the end of the day yesterday, scare out some longs today. I think that's what they're trying to do. We'll see. 3-to-1 trade to 550 from 430. Not a terrible setup. We can get it. Kind of nice. The market's trying to bounce here, which is a good spot to bounce from. But we'll see. We'll see if we get anything. The opening below MHP was like not strong enough to get that momentum we wanted. We wanted to see MHP break, but SPY was kind of like the heartbreak of the day. So we'll see. That bounce here would be nice. Come on, baby. God, there's all kind of juicy trades in here too. LPs are fun to trade. I grab them every time I can. With little bit of risk, just a little bit. S&P is at also a key resistance. 5278 is a red line from yesterday. So it's lining up with an LP on Nasdaq. So they're going to be very strong in the fact that they're lining up together. Market's going to make an attempt to bounce from here. Now, whether that attempt holds or not is up for debate, but this is the attempt of a bounce. S&P and Nasdaq both have strong pivots that are lining up at the same spot. So if there's a bounce point today, it should be this. If not this, then I give up. So we'll see. I'll be pretty quick to give up on this in a second. I still grab LPs. I don't care how far the market's selling off. I still at least try to take a stab at it. But it's worth it because they're very strong pivots. See how it's trying to pivot right here? It's strong. Just can't guarantee that it actually breaks down and makes a move. But we all see how it's trying to move. This is the spot. There is support, it's here. I'm pretty good at finding those, but it may not work, and it's okay because I guess got 10 micros on the table. It's nothing big. I'm barely playing with anything at all. You see how that green that's coming out of this? The market tries to support here very well, and usually it can be very rapid. So in liquidity pocket, you zap from one side to the other to basically bounce between buyers and sellers. There's a 120-point move on this one if it does go. It would be kind of nice if it did. I was so happy to see us open it above MHP on QQQ, but then we got SPY's numbers in, and I was like, oh, never mind. I was all celebrating. I'm like, yes, we bought him. And then SPY came in. I was like, no, not yet. No, we'll see. Rebound. That might be another leg down. Yeah, could be. Come on, hit that 550. Double check the VIX hasn't moved to risk interval. We have moved to R on VIX. Oh shit, we are in that VIX risk interval active. I was underestimating VIX today. Holy shit, we are in this automatic sit out roll. Oops. Well, I'm only trading micros anyways. Let me double check the numbers right. 27, 32, 4 on VIX. Here I am all distracted this morning. I even forgot the most important thing. Oh, it's 560. Okay. It's bigger. Hold on. So 560 would be 33.41. So we are in a volatility situation again. Yeah, we have broken the VIX risk interval. Oops. Okay. Well, it's probably better safe than sorry to not be doing anything from here. I forgot one of my biggest signals that I have. I guess it has been triggered like that since roughly about 10 o'clock. Oh, we were in the middle of like doing the giveaway and stuff. That's why. LP baby, let's go. Let's go. So basically here we've triggered the risk interval rule on VIX, the automatic sit out rule. So I should be trading it like not at all, but small is okay. We teach you guys not to trade in this environment because the volatility is a little unpredictable. So breaking here triggered our rule already. 33.4 is that level. It's in the table. So if you go to the VIX in this table at the bottom, it's right here. Kind of crazy. All my micros trades have like fizzled out today. I'm taking like little $1,000 stabs at this. There's an LP. That's right at the edge of the stop there. So I guess I'll pull the plug on this. Just a second if it doesn't bounce. There is like literally there is no bid. There is no upper movement period. I haven't seen a good sharp up move in a little bit. Crazy. That's super bullish news. The market is punishing people for longing at the start of the day or the end of the day yesterday. Come on, hit that overshoot. I'm right on the edge of the stop too. So looking for that 550. I can't imagine the market would just crash today again. Fundamentally speaking. I think they're trying to scare people out of playing this. This is the slowest falling knife. Yeah, this is just fundamental or technical nature. It's at that 550 though. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be shorting this at all. The question is just where's the bottom? That's the whole point. They're not trapping enough bulls for it to be a genuine bear move. It doesn't make any sense at all. Unless they're just removing people's gains from yesterday. Which I think a lot of it is. I think after the move, a lot of people jumped in and tried the long yesterday. And I think they're going to punish people that jumped in midday. It makes logical sense there. Come on, so go to that 550. That little scalp would be nice to have. $430, $550. Let's take the LP. Come on. Come on. Oh, I'm trading MES. Damn it. I thought I had NQ. I'm trading by proxy now, S&P anyways. Well, shit, I thought I had NQ. Oh, well, that's okay. I was distracted. IDOT comes in here and starts goofing around. I was paying attention. It's the rarest of the rare to just smash through LPs as well. So I expect it to try to hold, but if I lose it, I lose it. I'm just taking another small stab at it. VIX is just being crazy. All right, I give up. I'm gonna count to 10 and close out this position, then I'm gonna give up. Losing this right at my stop. I'm gonna give it one more overshoot candle. That's it. I'm gonna close. Start trimming. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, 2.25. Like I said, I have micros on the table. I'm just surprised that we didn't get a bigger bid right here. Hang in there, man. Micro's giving me a love today, though. VIX is just moving straight up for pretty much the majority since the market is open. VIX has just gone up and up and up and up and up. There is nobody buying up in here. There's just nobody buying. That's the thing. VIX can't go up forever though. But this is a little nuts here. All right, this is too much. I don't want to hold this anymore. Let me start trimming down. Close that out. There is nobody buying her. This is crazy. This is kind of a little unexpected, but I guess yesterday's move, you're just seeing a lot of pullback. LOL knife catcher. Nah, dude, I'm the most profitable trader you see on YouTube. I do the right stuff. 90% of the time that trade works. Yeah, just pass through 2 liquidity pockets like it's nothing. We are in a VIX event though. I probably shouldn't be doing anything, but super dangerous. Yeah, the next level is a little bit lower, but if we come back above it, I might jump back into it. Yeah. Let's see on the maps if there's any kind of. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just trading micros. I'm up $15,000 today, so I'm not in really any hurry to like do much. I'm just playing small. Is that 300 level? Am I the most profitable trader on YouTube? Yeah, like by like probably more than the next 2 traders put together. 100%. Most of these guys out there are like prop traders or whatever. You lose just your money for $13. That's funny. Why do you think nobody on YouTube ever talks shit about me as big as I am? They all know too. I don't talk shit about anyone else. I'm friends with everyone. They know how good I am. I mean, I win contests and stuff. I post my broker statements. A lot of these people just like do prop. They're all just like full-time prop traders. In 2022, you guys even live streamed $1 million options trade when I was doing. Now it's starting support. TGR trades. TJR? I have no idea who that is. Don't I trade with Apex? No. We're trading in funded Tradeify accounts. So this is for so I have live funded accounts. Just my goal 2025 is to collect a live account from every major prop firm. Just to do it, just to beat everyone else. Tradeify has a leaderboard that's coming out. So my goal is to get on leaderboard to show that I'm the best. It's the only reason I'm doing props is because you guys do them and because I want to get on leaderboards. It's no fun making millions of dollars sitting by yourself in a room. Come on now. Trading contests, trading competitions, leaderboards. I want to go in there and be on the top. That's my goal. I did close out that micros trade here, but looking like it's moving, which is good. Little Blue said, did the math, 100 billion worth of imports. I think the best YouTubers probably pull maybe like $500,000 or less a year before taxes on their prop payouts, like the biggest ones. That's before taxes. I think most of them net take home. I don't know a single person that's going to pop $1 million this year from YouTube. Maybe Jade Cat. He'll be the only one. After taxes, he'll walk away with a little bit over $1 million if he gets all his payouts. But that's like, yeah, it's small. On the bigger scheme of like real trading, that's not that big. That's good. I mean, they're killing it though. No shade thrown. Very proud of these dudes. But you know, you lose a whole hell of a lot of that money to taxes. That's the sad part about prop stuff. I'm very surprised that the VIX crawled right back up to 36 today. VIX futures is crazily moving. Do I still trade my personal account on the side? I do. Not in this environment though. Not yet. After today, I'm going to make a decision on what I want to do now. So in the bear market, I don't touch anything with my real account. No. Bear markets, dude, I don't touch anything with real money. No reason to. I had to be smarter about it. It would have been nice to see some bounces here. That would have been cool. I was excited about the MHP break, but we didn't get close to it. What's my plan with the Tradeify since I busted through the consistency roll? Nothing. Stay the course. Just have to keep making big trades. So if you make 5,000 a trade, then you have to make 5,000 every trade. What a crazy day. Yeah, we are in a volatility event right now. So VIX is above 33.4. It's just automatic sit out roll. A little curvature on the market here. It's not going to find a low. Trust me, guys, I'm actually blown away by this. I'm kind of blown away myself. Did not expect the market to be like this today. Maybe there's like not, maybe there's something people know that we don't know about the tariffs. Maybe it's not even a real, maybe it's fake news. Maybe it's something. I don't know. What do y'all think? This was by far not expected today. But we have this 208 level in NASDAQ. This is like the last possible place I can see this. In the meantime, while we're chilling, did you guys check out what some of our prop partners have? $30% off. Tradeify, 30% off, take profit. Don't forget to use code ROCKSCOOT wherever you go. Proceeds go to support the platform. $18,208. Damn. There's that red line on NASDAQ. This is nuts. Like, this kind of movement is really crazy. There goes that 530. Let me delete that. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, you guys, this was unexpected. Blasting through LPs, blasting through every possible liquid support there could be. The market has not made any kind of heads or tails holding any of it. That's the pivot. That's the bigger pivot off of yesterday's up move. That's the impact line, 208. Supporting here. It's very possible we do support here. And VIX just climbing straight up. This is by far, this is not what I expected. The market would have some residual, still that residual feeling of bearishness that we saw last week. To me, this is the most bullish news I've heard in a long time. I was completely thrown off. Gonna wait on this one, see what we got. This market sucks. We actually are at 5%. So we could hit circuit breakers today on the way down. I didn't even think of this. Oh shit, we could. Hold on one second. We're not far from the 7%. I didn't even think of that. I have to go see what the actual... Ain't that something? So people betting on it being fake news or what? I'm scared to even touch this. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty freaking scared to touch this. All right, you guys. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Well, not the bottom is in from here, but the bottom is in from where we were, right? The bottom is not in, is what you think. You guys think we hit circuit breakers today? We're very close to the 7%. I didn't even think of that. About 1 more percent left to go. Who would have thought we'd have moved that much today? VIX has been climbing all day long. This is nuts. But a lot of uncertainty is still around the tariffs and if this is something to trust. If yesterday was just an overreaction to good news and today it's just kind of resetting us to like a normal level. We need a bull tweet from Trump? Yeah, we do. All right, serious talk time, guys. What do y'all think about, in general, the overall American economy related to the tariffs? I want to know what you guys think. People that are smarter than me here, y'all teach me something about the tariffs. Like, I want to learn something from y'all. What do you know, and what do you know about tariffs, and what do you know about how it's going to impact things locally? I'm just curious what you guys think about that. In general, condoms will increase in price. That's what I'm worried about. $100 buy yourself Viagra will be more expensive too. Oh yeah, like the drug companies are the ones that were getting like a lot of downsides still yesterday because they're still imported from, like, when everything was running, the drug companies were still in a bad spot. Yeah, that does make sense. I really got to zoom in to scale here. Let me get my thinkorswim real quick. What is a nutso day today? I was super excited to see the market completely push higher. We're actually threatening hitting circuit breakers today on a move like this. The incredible amount of volatility is just like blowing my mind here. Super incredible. VIX has just been going up and up and up and up and up and up and up all day. These key levels here, delete this. Delete that. If we fall to here, we had circuit breakers today, I think. 52, I think that's the limit. That would be so crazy to see us hit breakers. Unfortunately, I won't be here to stream it for you guys. So I'm probably going to leave in about 30 minutes or so. But we'll still stay with y'all for at least this next bounce. But I don't think I'll be here if the market crashes out. So you guys think market's overreacting to the tariffs? Tariffs are from last centuries. You're not taking anything. Overall positioning got more bearish today in SPX. They don't circuit break when it goes up. Yeah, but the market's going down. Yeah, so we won't likely circuit break if market does go up. You're right. We're back to 100-point candles in the Nasdaq, though. Every minute. It's just giving me a headache watching it move all up and down like this. But the lower it goes, the better off I am on my big trade. So I'm excited to see it go lower lows. I mean, if we crash out today, I want to be super pumped. At the end of the day, tomorrow, I think the bottom's in. Like the bigger bottom is in from the lows. But we'll see. We'll see. You guys missed the giveaway. The giveaway is going to be randomly between 11 and noon, like somewhere in there every day. This is like panic all over again. Did Trump provide a liquidity event so we become the exit liquidity for his friends on Wall Street? Is that what we're dealing with? That would be insane. Did we all get played? I mean, he did throw a Trump coin at us. Maybe he's lost his marbles. Who knows? Fucking A. Just watching this pull back, it's crazy. VIX just continues to climb. Bigger and bigger and bigger. This could fall and hit breakers today. The volatility is climbing enough to where it can happen. And my whole theory that tariffs won't trigger circuit breakers, the move yesterday, the retracement can trigger a circuit breaker. How far are we down? 5%, almost 6% in NASDAQ. The market needs to hold here or else shit's gonna hit the fan. Like, we hit lower breakers and we have fucking pandemonium in the market. It's just gonna be nuts. Panic selling is continuing today. You can VIX up almost 10 points in a single day. Isn't that crazy? All right. I think I'm going to go chill by the pool. I think it's like heartbreaking to watch this. I'm going to come back at the end of the day and take a look at this. Trump will save it with the tweet. Yeah, hopefully so. Hopefully so. I kind of want to go hang out the pool. What do y'all think? Take a pool day today? I was so excited to see 100-point NASDAQ candles every minute go away. Like, I was super excited to see that. 5109. Thanks, Jay. 5109, dude. It's like so close. What a stupid market. Like, I can't even, honestly, guys, I can't even fathom what's going on. This is even above, this is beyond my expertise. It's not, the VIX just climbing, 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 climbing. There are people that are just seeing this as an opportunity to short the market. Maybe that's what it is. Or sell the market. People still long, still dumping. Yeah. I think so. Well, I ain't taking more risk here. But in that sense, you guys, probably gonna take off for the day. You're you sitting here watching chaos happen. Might as well go enjoy myself. Love you guys. I'm gonna take off. I ain't touching this. Let it die. You wanna take off today? Yeah, let's let the market be crazy. Come back and see what happens at the end of the day. I guess start planning my big trades. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Pretty solid day. Well up over 10K for the day. I'm not too eager to give any of this back.
Market spinning in chaotic haze. Rocket scooter blast through the maze. Volume prediction shows the way. Leave the doubt and the fray. Liquidity map paints the scene. Hidden nodes like ghosts unseen. Reverse engineer.